You are looking live at Cowboy Field, the final regular season game of the year. The Breckenridge Cowboys, 3-4, will play host to the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. The pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage, and it's coming up next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota.
Helping Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night football from Cowboy Field. I'm Raleigh Lipp alongside Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson is here. He will produce tonight's game. Camden Kelson is up on the roof. He will get all the camera shots tonight. Certainly glad you could join us here on the Three Borders Sports Network. Final regular season game of the year. And, Joe, I think the Cowboys envisioned to be above 500 at this time. They come in 3-4. It's been a season of up and downs for the Cowboys, but right now they seem to be on the upswing as the playoffs approach.
Yeah, they've come along very well here lately, Raleigh. They've won 3 of their last 4, beating out Pine River Bacchus. They lost a tough one to Parker's Prairie, but then they defeated Newark Mills and Wadena Deer Creek rather handily. So the Cowboys are on a roll and doing well 3 out of the last 4.
This section has been hard to figure out all season long, hasn't it? And Parker's Prairie, who would look to be the dominant team in this section, now they have dropped two in a row. But it looks like the way the standings look right now, Parker's Prairie at 5-2, then Breckenridge and West Central area at 3-4. So Cowboys take care of business tonight. They should be assured that number 2 spot. I don't want to say that I know anything about this QRF stuff, but right now it looks like the Cowboys would be pretty safe if they take care of business tonight. And this is a game the Cowboys certainly feel that they should win.
And you know what, Raleigh? Freddie said the same thing. Coach Chad Frederickson was up here earlier and said the same thing you just did, is you don't want to try to outguess the QRF. But the way things look, Breckenridge should hold on to that number 2 seed and host at least one playoff game, if not 2, here at Cowboy Field.
Yeah, and when we said playoffs are just around the corner, we mean just around the corner. First round will start next Tuesday.
6 days.
Yeah, Cowboys should have a home field for that. And again, if they win tonight, they will have a home field game again on Saturday, that following Saturday. And then that next Friday, they will, of course, play at the Fargo Dome, a neutral site, so the Cowboys won't have to play a road game. And that's quite a feat after they started the season 0-3.
Yeah, when you think about the way the season started for the Cowboys, but then, of course, they played some AA schools in Pelican Rapids, Staples, Motley, Pillager, some AA schools, and it was a tough season, tough start to the season, but Coach Yeage's got the boys rolling, and they're figuring it out.
Yeah, they really have. They seem to be playing with a lot more confidence right now. They really have the run game going, and what Carson would like to do is see him be a little bit more balanced. They have thrown the football at times and thrown it successfly, but he'd like to do it a little bit more here as we approach playoff time.
And he's figured out the running game. The boys have figured out the running game with Armitage and Erlinson running the ball well for the Cowboys, and then they figured out a little bit here in between before with the boys as far as how things are run, and then a few trick plays with Mr. Kunkel and the way they go, so they've got some things going on.
All right, temperature-wise, it looks like it's going to be a pretty nice night for football, mid-40s. There was rain yesterday and into this morning, so the field a little bit wet, but I think the rain is done. It's going to be a beautiful night for football here at Cowboy Field. Pre-game show brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planning, sales, and service center for the southern Red River Valley. We'll send it over to Art Draco here in just a minute, but first a quick run through our sponsors. And if you'd like sponsorship information, please visit our website, threebordersportsnetwork.com. Cowboy football brought to you tonight by Giant Seeds and Snacks. You can also see the Giants Coaches Show on Wednesdays here on the Three Border Sports Network. Yep, except for tonight. Essentia Health, Smith Motors of Wahpeton Daily News. Cowboy football also brought to you by Superior Builders, Optimum Rehab, Interstate Engineering, Sanford Health, by Grippers Sports, Bell Bank, Minn Kota Egg Products, All Seasons Car Wash, by Bold Print, Red River Grain, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Red River Valley and Western Railroad.
North Dakota State College of Science, the second oldest
junior college in the country.
How about that? Red River Communications, we want to thank those watching on cable channel number 28, Mindak Farmers Co-op, and First Community Credit Union.
All right, starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. We now send it to Cowboy PA announcer, Art Graco.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's game between the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves and your Breckenridge Cowboys. At this time, I want to introduce the entire team for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves and their coaches, Aaron Pfeiffer, Paul Raditz, Kevin Bowler, Cody Stevenson, and Doug Schultz. And now, let's meet the Cowboys' defensive starters. At a senior and defensive tackle number 58, Ellen Martinez. At a defensive tackle, a junior number 56, Eli Butts. At defensive tackle, a senior number 52, Brian Martinez. At linebacker, a senior number 8, Tucker Chockert. At linebacker, a sophomore number 21, David Erlinson. At linebacker, a junior number 33, Paul Armitage. At linebacker, a senior number 17, Jacob Kunkel. At linebacker, a junior number 3, Trey Vogelbacher. At safety, a senior number 7, Bailey Evans. At cornerback, a sophomore number 28, Lawson Oliphant. At cornerback, a senior number 12, Dawson Weinbar. Cowboys are coached by Carson Yegi, Jordan Christensen, Joel Herder, Eric Erlinson, Michael McCall, Josh Nordick, and Noah Brendan. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everybody to please rise, face the flag on the north end of the field as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, as the Breckenridge High School Band, under the direction of Emily Christensen, plays our national anthem. When the officials and captains met before the game, Breckenridge won the toss and deferred. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will receive and defend the south goal. Your officials tonight are from the Otter Tail Association. They are Chuck Everett, Verge Kohler, Matt Samuelson, Craig Samuelson, and Scott Ludio. Let's get ready and play some football. Thank you, band, for being here. And we want to thank our athletic trainer, Janie Lanou, for being here also. Thank you, Janie.
All right, there you go. Cowboy PA announcer Art Gracco. He's been doing it a long time.
A lot of years.
Yeah, they love him here at Cowboy Field. All right, nice night for football. Certainly looks a lot nicer out there than it did when we got up this morning. It was It was raining, and it looked like rain might continue throughout the day, but it looked like it ended about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So the field a little bit wet. I was out there a little bit earlier, and it's a little mushy out there, but should be in pretty good shape. And the wind has died down a little bit. Turned out to be a pretty nice night for football. 45 degrees here at 46 degrees here at kickoff.
You can actually see, Raleigh, on the north end of the field. It's a little bit more worn where the Cowboys were warming up down there along the lines, but there's some black marks down there. I think we're going to see a little bit of attrition on the field today.
You heard Art mention Cowboys won the toss. They deferred, so the Wolves will take the football first. And the return man goes down at the 22. That's number 14, Caleb Crow. So that might give you an indication. Maybe it will be a little slippery out there tonight.
And that's exactly what Freddie said before the game started, Raleigh, when he was up in the booth here talking to us. I asked him how the field conditions were, and he said it's not going to be good for planting. And that's exactly what Caleb Crow did there. He's planted his goal foot and just went out from under him just like that.
Well, it's been a struggle for the Wolves. We mentioned just the one win, that win over Wadena Deer Creek, a team the Cowboys beat last week 45-0. They have not thrown the football much. They like to run the football, but and like I said, it's been a struggle for them to put up points, averaging just 7 points a game. So we'll see what the Cowboy defense can do. The Cowboy defense should dominate this game. There's Joe Hayden. This is the guy that is going to get most of the action tonight for the Wolves.
Yeah, he lined up at fullback at 200 pounds, 5'10", senior. And just ran the trap play up the middle there for about 2 or 3 yards, about 3 or 4 yards, I should say.
Yeah, there's just 3 seniors on this roster for the Wolves.
High formation.
So their gain of about 4 yards. Hayde had defenders on him from the line of scrimmage, carried him for a few yards. That pass play, just a short gain out to the left side. That's Pfeiffer, Samuel Pfeiffer on the catch. We'll give them a couple of yards, and that'll bring up a big third down right out of the chute here for the Wolves.
Yeah, 5'11", 165-pound quarterback Parker Brock just looked out on that little flare pass and caught the receiver there for a short gain, so it'll be third and medium.
And if nothing else, the Wolves would at least like to string some first downs together and work a little bit of clock. They don't want to get into a race here with the Cowboys. Wolves we mentioned just averaging 7 points a game. They're giving up 33 points a game. So they'd like to keep their defense on the sidelines and at least run some clock if they're not able to go down and score. And here's Hyde again, their big horse. Check that. That's Karch Frazier.
Yep, that was Frazier.
He's a 170-pound sophomore. He gets a couple of yards, but he's going to be short of the first down, and we'll see what the Wolves elect to do.
Bailey Evans drifting back like he might be receiving a punt, and it looks like they're bringing in
yeah.
I see Alexandre Daigle coming in there. Looks like he might be punting, number 9.
So a 4th and 1 from the 32. We'll see if they line up to punt here, and they are.
Pretty early to give up field position, but maybe not.
Alexander Daigle standing at his 25.
Nope.
And they are going to fake it, and he is going to be short. That's number 11, Hayden Redke. Redke, a 150-pound sophomore.
Daigle was set up there, and Redke there, Raleigh was off, and it was a direct snap to him. So they tried something a little tricky there, but didn't get it, and they give up the football deep in their own territory here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I think they're they're probably going to be the 8 seed regardless,
right,
whether they win or lose here today. So they can afford to do a little bit of gambling. They'll be going to the playoffs regardless. Again, all 8 teams will be playing in the section quarterfinals next Tuesday. Cowboys take over on downs, 1st and 10 from the Wolves 32. And here's David Erlinson trying to get to the outside. Got a blocker in front. A nice defensive play there. Boy, Erlinson cut that in. It looked like he might have some yards out there. Frazier was one of them over there, and a number of other Wolves to help make that tackle.
The other running back, Hayde, was there too as well, Raleigh. So both running backs in on the tackle.
So a pickup of 2 yards.
And we're probably in 4-down territory for the Cowboys already.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I sense the Cowboys are going to throw the football a little bit more here tonight than they have over the course of the first 7 games. Carson would really like to see them be a little bit more balanced as they get into the playoffs. And a passing formation here, and a quick hitter out to Kunkel, and Kunkel will break a tackle at the 30, inside the 20, Kunkel inside the 15, and will be pulled out of bounds at about the 12-yard line, and the Cowboys are into the State Farm red zone right out of the chute just 3 minutes in.
So like you said, Raleigh, it was a passing situation. Behind Bailey Evans, there was nobody, so he was all alone in the backfield and found Kunkel out on the flat there, and Jacob Kunkel broke it for a good one.
They'll spot it at the 12-yard line. Cowboys into the State Farm red zone. See Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. See Roberts into the game. He split wide right, and that is Weinbar in the slot. And here's a quarterback keeper, and Bailey Evans is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Nice 13-yard run there by Bailey Evans for the score here early in the first quarter at the 8:57 mark, Raleigh.
Yeah, Cowboys take over on downs after a 3-and-out by the Wolves, and then the fake punt, and then they take it 32 yards. They finish it off with a Bailey Evans 13-yard touchdown run. And Evans will attempt the extra point, and Weinbar will hold. Bailey's been good from the extra point. Hasn't attempted a field goal, but again, with playoffs just around the corner, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Bailey attempt
Eli Butts, snapper.
And it goes right through the snap, goes right through the hands of Weinbar, and he'll be tackled in the backfield, so the extra point fails. But the Cowboys strike first. Your score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard: Breckenridge 6, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. 8:57 to play here in the first quarter. Back in just a couple of minutes here on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Bailey Evans, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have an early 6-0 lead here. 8:57 to play first quarter. Good to have you along on a Wednesday night, a rare Wednesday night game here at Cowboy Field. Playoff football will start next week in Minnesota. And right now the Cowboys look like they're going to end up being a number 2 seed in Section 6A. Here's Frazier on the return across the 35 to about the 37. Pretty good field position for the Wolves as they take possession of the football for the second time here in the first quarter.
A little better field position this time as they got a little better start on it. Gabe Armitage on the tackle there.
Yeah, Cowboys healthy coming in to tonight for the most part. Jackson Riggs expected to be back here maybe in a week or two.
Yep.
Maybe get him back at some point during the playoffs. The Cowboys feeling pretty good about themselves. Mentioned 2 in a row for the first time this year, 3 of their last 4, and that one loss to Parker's Prairie, who at that time was undefeated. Here's a pass out into the right flats to Brovold. Off his hands, incomplete.
Just a little bit out of the reach of Brovold on that little up and out. Chuck Everett, one of the referees out there, he's the representative to the state of Minnesota for Section 6A.
Mm-hmm. A lot of familiar faces on this this crew. Of course, Craig Samuelson.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time over in Rotsey. You see him out officiating quite a bit basketball as well.
Yes, sir.
Officials out of the Otter Tail Association. Second and long.
There's
another run over the left side, and that is Frazier again, and nothing there. He might have lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, he tried to make the cut at the 35, Raleigh, at the hash mark there, and just went down on his own. So it'll be a loss there for the Wolves.
Yeah, you can see where you can certainly see where the teams were warming up, where there's been a little bit of traffic.
Hey, you know
35-yard line where they kick off. And
hey, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line, 701-640-2619. B-Dub's got the number on the screen there if you're getting a chance to give us a shout-out.
Here's Frazier trying to get to the corner and nothing doing. The Cowboys right there. Armitage was over there. A number of other Cowboys helping out on that tackle in another punting situation here for the Wolves.
Yeah, just give us a shout-out. We'll let you know who's shooting us a text, and we'll give you the credit and who you're cheering for. Armitage come off limping there a little bit, Raleigh. He's right here down in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah, nice defensive play there by Armitage.
Slapping his thigh, but
trying to walk it off on the sideline. So the Cowboys are going to get the football back here, again in pretty good field position the way it looks.
Ooh, Daigle with the punt.
Daigle with the punt, and it's a short kick that's going to go out around midfield. So Sanchez isn't going to get a chance to return that one. Cowboys going to have great field position starting at their 48-yard line.
Net punt of about 13 yards, Raleigh, so it went off the side of his foot and just off the sidelines at the 49 or 48, wherever it is. 48?
Well, I suppose we better give a shout-out to our teammate, Kevin Heidemann. Kevin not here tonight. He's up north in the Boundary Waters canoe area. Not sure he even has access to watch the game tonight or not.
So he can be watching us?
If he is, he's up there with his son, Jack. If you are up there, Jack, Kevin, he's safe up there. They're braver than I. That would be a tough spot to be this time of the year up at the Boundary Waters. Broken play there. Evans does make a little something out of it, though.
Yeah, he slipped going out of that, too, and slipped a couple times on his footsteps, but he got a hip ahead for a gain of about 2 yards there,
and Bailey's been battling some injuries here, and he's feeling as good as he has felt all year. So. Yep. Yeah, the Cowboys look to be peaking at the right time. They're playing as good a football as they've played all season long. See if they can keep her rolling here. 2nd and 8. Ball right on midfield, and here's another loose ball, and this time it's recovered by the Wolves. Some confusion in the backfield there. It looked like that ricocheted. I don't think that snap ever got to Bailey.
Yeah, Gabe Armitage took off there in a motion play, and it hit him right in the shoulder, I think, Raleigh. And the ball ended up on the ground, and the Wolves recovered.
So the Wolves will take over now at midfield. Their best field position of the night. They just have not been able to do much offensively here in the first 6 minutes of the game. Well, for that matter, all season long. We mentioned, again, this is an offense that's had a tough time putting up points. Here's Frazier. He's been the workhorse here. First 6 minutes of the game. That one good for about 4 yards.
Nice tackle there made by the Cowboys, and I think that was Martinez on the tackle. Or Eli Butts made the tackle, it was. It was 56, not 58. Eli Butts with a nice tackle there to stop Frazier.
2nd and 6 for the Wolves from the Cowboy 46-yard line. You haven't seen much of Haid here.
Yeah, I think he got
the first couple of possessions. Yeah, he had the first carry, and that's been it. And here he is again.
Yep.
And Cowboys right there again doing a nice job of gang tackling.
There's that trap play you talked about, Raleigh, that they'd like to run that one a lot with Haid.
Yeah, and that's one the Cowboys have struggled on. We've seen that. We've seen the Cowboys get hurt by that early in the season. Remember, Staples really ran that play with a lot of success. The halfback draw too. That's another one. The Cowboys are going to have to defend, but they've made some adjustments here defensively. They played better defensively over the course of this short 2-game winning streak. But again, the Cowboys, once they lost those first 3, they played even in the loss to nice Tanner Elephant back there. Or check that. I mean Lawson Elephant, excuse me, with the defensive play. Yeah, he's one of my favorite players out there. He works so hard out there.
It's 4th and long now, Raleigh. What are you going to do? You're inside Cowboy territory.
Oh, you have to go for it. Yeah,
they went for it down deep in their own end zone,
and we saw that, and it was a short punt, so they don't have yet. When they did punt, it was a really short punt. I'd be surprised if. And they are going to punt it.
It does look like it that Retke's going back to punt now.
Well, they already used up their fake punt, so if you're going to go for it, you might as well not fake it. You might as well just go for it. And it does look like they are going to line up and go for it here now on 4th down.
Snap to Retke again.
Yep. Oh, and he will punt for more of a shotgun formation. And it's going to be picked up back there by Bailey Evans. And Bailey got some room out there. There is a flag on the far side of the field, but that was a nice return of about 15 yards. But we'll check on the flag here.
He actually picked it up off the ground, Raleigh, and made a nice return out of it there. I didn't know if he was going to cover it up or take off, but Bailey Evans made a nice return, but unfortunately, the flag is.
Yeah, it's going to go against the Cowboys, a holding call, so this will back them up.
So that's going to put the Cowboys back down inside or near the 15-yard line. Around the 17 is where they're going to spot the ball. So the Cowboys going to start out deep in their own territory here on this next possession, Raleigh. Again, after the fumble, the Cowboys defense held.
The Cowboys went 32 yards on their first drive, polished it off with a Bailey Evans 13-yard touchdown run. They start this one off with a run with Armitage, and the Wolves do a nice job of stringing that one out. Armitage not able to make the turn.
Got a couple of yards out of it, but again, slippery situation.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, there are some footing issues out there, no question.
And Raleigh, you got to look at it too. You know what's going to happen Tuesday when the Cowboys got to host again. What's the field going to be like between now and then?
Yeah,
I know we're supposed to get some sunshine, but
yeah, Friday is supposed to really be a nice day with rain. That'll help. But I think there is some rain in the forecast for early next week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we don't need any more rain. Here's Erlinson up the right side, and the Wolves doing a nice job really stacking it up. Another very short gain there for Erlinson. So the defensive line here for the Wolves holding their own so far against a pretty good Cowboy offensive line, a line that's really improved since early on in the season.
Yep. Joe Haid was in on that tackle as well there again, stopping the Cowboys now. So it's 3rd and long here for the Cowboys. Raleigh going to want to try and extend this drive here and get that first down. So we'll look for Bailey Evans to maybe throw a pass here.
See Armitage in the backfield with Evans. He'll fake to Armitage, roll to the left. He's got Erlinson in the flats, and it went right through his hands. Not sure David would have been able to get to the first down, even had he caught that pass.
Yeah, Daigle was chasing him right there too, and he might have been caught from behind there. I agree with you, Raleigh.
So the Cowboys going to have to punt it away here. And the Wolves should get pretty good field position again. Frazier will go back along with Caleb Crow.
Crow is nearest to the camera.
Cooper Roberts will punt it away for the Cowboys. Cooper's done a nice job punting for the Cowboys.
Cooper's done a nice job punting for the Cowboys this year.
Standing at his 5-yard line. See Frazier and Crow back at their own 45-yard line. And this kick will bounce at the 50, and it will roll dead at the 40. Yeah, those return guys were way too deep. Allow it to bounce, and the Cowboys get a very friendly bounce. That ends up being over a 45-yard punt by Roberts.
Yeah, it was a nice kick there after the roll. It landed at about the 50, and it just got an extra 10 yards on the roll in that sloppy field. So Cooper with a nice roll and got it to roll for him.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to be too deep, especially when you got two guys back there receiving the punt. Had he been able to catch that ball in the air, he probably would have been able to get 10 yards on the return. So that's 20 yards there that they left out there. They'll start 1st and 10 on their own 40. And Brock will throw, and he's got his man.
Wow, Armitage
at midfield, across midfield into Cowboy territory.
If Paul would have had his arm out there a little bit, he might have been able to deflect that one because he was right on the receiver. Armitage with good coverage, but it was a good pass from Brock.
Brovold with the catch. And the Wolves have a first down in Cowboy territory at the 49-yard line. 3:45 to play here, first quarter.
Second time inside Cowboy territory for the Wolves. Again, the same I formation. And Brock under center, and it's either been 2 to the left, 2 to the right, or split receivers.
Long count here from Brock. He will turn and give to the first man through. That is Hade, and Hade banging his way through the line. He is a physical runner, but the Cowboys doing a nice job of gang tackling him. Someone stands him up, and there's a bunch of buddies helping out there.
Jackson Bolte comes out of that play, but he was in on the tackle there to help stop Hade on that carry.
So a gain of just a yard. Yeah, they like to use Hade inside, and they like to get Frazier outside. Cowboys have done a good job of not letting him get to the corner here so far in the first quarter. We're under 3 minutes to play now in the opening quarter. Cowboys lead at 6-0. A Bailey Evans 13-yard touchdown run. That's been it here in the first quarter.
Same formation.
Brock will turn, a quick hitter thrown behind his receiver. We have a flag out there.
The flag too.
Probably some type of procedure penalty coming from.
Yep. I agree, Raleigh. There was the two outside receivers were both off the line. I think somebody didn't cover up somebody. Yep. Illegal procedure is what it's called. So
that'll cost the Wolves 5.
Yeah, one of them didn't cover up the offensive line. One of those receivers, or both of those receivers, were off the line, and looks like the Cowboys are going to decline that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Wolves have been having a tough time picking up yards, so Cowboys stop them here. They can get the ball back. They're 3rd and long.
Detroit Lions style helmets, huh? How about that?
They do have a blue Detroit Lion look, don't they?
Yeah.
So Brock he'll give it to Frazier, and Frazier hasn't been touched yet. A huge hole over the left side, and Frazier inside the 25, finally brought down at the 20. Boy, he didn't get touched until he was 20 yards downfield. Really a well-executed draw play there.
About a 25-yard run. Nice. You talked about that draw play, Raleigh, a couple plays ago, and there it came the first time we'd seen it, and it was very successful for the Wolves.
And that's the one the Cowboys want to stop. That's one they've had problems with all season long. It's something they got to get taken care of here before next Tuesday. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the Cowboy 24-yard line. Brock behind center. That's Hayden Frazier in the backfield, and it is Frazier again. Frazier gets tripped up at the line, but he is able to fall forward to about the 20-yard line.
Just a straight-ahead run there for the Wolves there. Frazier with that another carry, and he gets it ahead for a gain of about 2.
See, the Wolves have been involved in some lopsided scores this year. On the wrong side of some lopsided scores. So they got to feel pretty good about where they're at right now, trailing just 6-0. And they're into the State Farm red zone here. 2nd and 8 from the 20. Brock will roll right. He will throw into the end zone, and it's just overthrown. Looking there for number 3, Joseph Bilo. And he had a step on the defender, but the pass just overthrown.
Yeah, Aiden Sanchez was on the coverage. Like you said, Raleigh, he had a step on Sanchez and just overthrown. Otherwise, that could have been 6 on the board for the Wolves.
Yeah, and Bilo's got some size on him, 6'1", 170 pounds. And Aiden goes about 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". So he threw it up, but didn't give his receiver a chance to go up and get it. So it brings up 3rd and long now, and a whistle and a timeout. Walker-Hackensack is going to call a timeout. 1:38 to play here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field, a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Back in a minute on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Cowboys lead at 6-0 after 1. But the Wolves have the football. Big third down play coming up here for Walker-Hackensack. 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line.
Don't forget to shout out to us at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout out number, 701-640-2619. We got some already, Raleigh. 701-640-2619. I'll get to them after this play.
All right, 3rd and 8 for the Wolves. Brock behind center. Has spent most of his time here on the offensive side behind center. Just a few plays out of the shotgun. And they give to Frazier again here on 3rd down. And not much doing. Maybe got a yard before the Cowboys push him back. Yeah, they'll give him forward progress. Yeah, to about the 19-yard line, maybe the 18. So they will go for it here on 4th down. And they would have liked to have picked up a few more yards there, make it a little bit more manageable. It will be 4th, and we'll call it a long 6 for the Wolves.
So big down here defensively for the Cowboys here, Raleigh.
It's Bilo split wide to the left, Crow to the right. And Brock will roll right. And he overthrew his intended receiver, and it's picked off. And that is, I believe, it's Weinbar.
It was.
It's Weinbar across the 25, across the 30. Returns it all the way out to the 33-yard line, and the Cowboys will take over.
Pass was intended for Crow, who was splitting out toward the pylon over there, Raleigh, and he just threw it short, and right in the right spot playing center field was Weinbar.
So Dawson, a nice return of that interception, and the Cowboys have pretty good field position here. Looking to add to their 6-0 lead. Final 46 seconds here of the first quarter. See if the Cowboys maybe throw it a little bit on 1st down. That's something that's been talked about too, throwing it earlier. Well, they will run it here to open up, and that is Lawson. Lawson Oliphant into the game. And
Haid.
You'll hear the name Haid quite a bit. Haid, their leading tackler. And we mentioned he also gets the football quite a bit, too, from his running back position.
Just a quick couple of shout-outs before we go to break here, Raleigh. Tanner Oliphant. He's watching in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
How about
Tanner?
That? Tanner's out there watching and cheering on Lawson. Along with Lane Watland and Paige, they are watching and cheering on from their warmth of their fireplace.
Very nice. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all those watching the Three Borders Sports Network. We also appreciate those watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. David Erlinson trying to get to the corner and bounces it. Got hit at the 35-yard line, bounced off that tackle and nearly broke it. That'll be the final play. A play that looked like it was going to get nothing, picks up about 4 yards, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. After 1 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Cowboys lead it, Breckenridge 6, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
All right, it'll be Wolves football here. All right, take that back. It will be Cowboy football here as we start the second quarter. Cowboys leading 6-0. 3rd and 7 here for the Cowboys from their 38-yard line, and they're going to give to Erlinson over the right side, and nothing doing. Maybe a yard or two across the 40. We'll give him 2 yards across the 40-yard line.
Good defensive play there by the Wolves. It's going to stall the Cowboys out here, and it's going to be 4th and about 3, Raleigh, and it looks like the Cowboys are going to punt. Matty Nelson Gira, our old buddy. Raleigh
Matty,
and Joe.
yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. There's a timeout on the field, so we got time here. Should we go through the...
Absolutely, let's do that.
I think there's a timeout on the field. Or what have we got going on here?
And speaking of Matty and... Robert really did a great job on the boys this summer. I just seen the clips. I don't think they've been pretty good too about not teasing. Letting too much out. Yeah, they've done a nice job of teasing. But that premiere coming up here at the end of the year,
December 30th.
Yeah, you'll be hosting as a matter of fact.
How about that?
Yeah,
I'm honored. I'm honored. The boys asked me.
They've done a great job.
What I've seen, Raleigh, I've seen some other things behind the scenes, but it's going to be an awesome
it's going to be great.
Mike and Patty Berquist, they're watching and cheering us on, so they're cheering on the Cowboys. I'm not sure what happened on the field there. They're still trying to.
All right, here we go.
Now it's 4th down. All right, I'll get back to the shout-outs here. Raleigh, you go ahead with the call.
Shout-outs brought to you by Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. 4th down, 4th and 7. Cowboys will punt, or at least line up to a punt. Cooper Roberts standing at his 30. Boy, and you've got Brock way back at his 10-yard line. This punt is going to bounce at the 40-yard line and roll out of bounds at about the 35. We're showing Cooper a lot of respect.
Frazier was way back there. He'd given him about a 50-plus yard gap there before he got there. Chris Kappas. Coach Kappas. Speaking of the boys this summer, Coach Kappas tuning in and watching tonight some Cowboy football on Wednesday
there's
night.
Sports on. Capper's most likely watching.
Mike and Patty Berquist, Steve Tolbert. The Byer family is in Alexandria watching.
That's got to be Billy Bob, Billy and Natalie, huh?
How about that?
Yeah.
Cheering on
Raleigh's.
Raleigh's.
Pretty good basketball players coming up, too. Got to keep an eye on the Alexandria girls program.
Hade goes up the middle.
Hade for a couple over the left side to the 37-yard line.
They like listening to Raleigh's silky voice.
He didn't say that.
Yes,
Billy
did.
how about that? Thanks, Billy.
Silky.
Appreciate that. I haven't seen Billy in a long time.
You do have a good radio voice.
Oh, stop it now.
But we're on TV.
Yeah. Thank goodness we don't have to show us, huh? We do have the radio voices, not the TV looks, huh? Well, I should speak for myself, shouldn't I? Yeah. 2nd down here and 8 for the Cowboys. Wolves hanging in there. And Brock is going to throw again. And boy, and he's got all kinds of time. And he'll throw deep, but throwing into coverage. That was really well covered back there. Weinbar and it was Bailey back there. Yep. Bailey Evans back there with him. That play had no chance. And it will bring up 3rd and long. Bilo again, the intended receiver.
Yeah, double coverage there, and the referee was standing right there with him and right step for step with him. No calls were made on that, so there was no penalty. Again, we got to give a couple more shout-outs here. Raleigh, Julie Eland, Karen and Carly Kappas, faithful viewers of Three Borders Sports Network, Lane and Paige Watland, as I mentioned, cheering on Lawson. Tanner Oliphant also. Vicki Glander up in Fargo watching. Thank you, Vicki. Also a loyal viewer of Three Borders.
Here's that trap play again. Frazier, some room, and then he got tripped up. Falls ahead to about the 43, but it's going to be short of a first down.
Now here's a big call here for the Wolves, Raleigh. What are you going to do? You're going to be short.
I would go for it.
Fourth and long, too, maybe?
Yeah, they have nothing to lose, and it's worth the chance. Yeah, they figure they're going to gain maybe 20 yards of field position if they punt. I would like the opportunity to go.
I think you're going to go for it.
They'll line up like it, but they can punt from this formation too. Yeah. But the Cowboys aren't going to send anybody back. And they are going to run. They're going to try to get to the corner. That's Byron. This is going to be really close. This will depend on the mark.
Yep. I think David Erlinson thinks it's short, and I agree.
We may have our no question it is. Yeah, from where they're marking, I was looking at the guy on the far side. Yeah, the guy on the near side, he has it marked well before the 45. Yep. He had to get to the 45 for the first.
They're going to say,
and they're going to bring the chains in all the way. Nope, they're not. Yep, the Cowboys will take over on downs. And I think that was a good spot.
Yep, I agree with the spot, Raleigh, and we can see up here, it's almost right directly in front of us here in the booth. The stick on the other side is right at the 45, and it's about a half a yard short of the 45.
Yeah, I'd like the call to go for it, though. Again, you figure you're probably going to gain maybe 20 yards of field position on the punt.
I think they're going to ask for a measurement, though. I think the Wolves are going to ask for measurement here the way it looks, Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most high school fields, it might not be a bad idea, but it won't make any difference here at Cowboy Field because this is all done by the computer. You can look out on that field. These lines are perfectly straight. And that's a business nowadays. There's businesses out there that come into these high school fields and will paint the field. If you look at the end zones down there, both end zones with Cowboys printed in the end zone.
It's pretty cool.
But it sounds like most of the high schools now are using it. They'll come in and paint the field. I saw them here earlier today painting the field. And
see where they're.
Chad had a tough time keeping those lines straight back when he was in charge. I mean, yeah, so I could see bringing the chains in. But here you won't have to.
Ooh, that measurement's closer than we think. They say it's first down.
Oh, my gosh. Here I am chirping.
Wow.
That's funny because you've seen that.
Wait. They're still looking.
We're still having a discussion down there.
They're still looking. I don't know if they marked it wrong.
You saw head coach Aaron Pfeiffer. I mean, he had a line on it, though. He's like, hey, that you got to measure that. Although it's well short of the 40. You can see how well short of the 45-yard line it is.
But the other side, it looked like
But the other side, the sticks were right on the 45.
I don't know if Camden's – now they mark it down again. They're going to try it again. Now it's way short again, just like we thought.
They added a hitch in the chain.
Now it's going to be first down for the
Oh, my, that's going to be interesting.
All right, now we're set to go.
So it is Cowboy football after the second measurement. I don't know if I've ever seen that, Raleigh. I've seen the old postcard thing. Remember that in the NFL?
Yeah.
And that was
we had to call the dude on the computer. Said, hey, your lines aren't straight.
For $800, come on.
Yeah. All right, so the Cowboys will take over on downs. And that is the second time. We'll call it another fake punt.
Yes.
I think they have the choice, either whatever they want to do. If they think they can maybe get it once they get the snap, maybe go for it. But this is the second time they've lined up like they were going to punt. And the Cowboys have stopped them. So great field position. Cowboys haven't done much offensively. Here's the pass to Erlinson in the flat, and David breaks the tackle. Erlinson inside the 20. Erlinson makes a cut at the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown, David Erlinson, and the Cowboys have opened it up 12-0 with 9:26 to play here in the first half.
Bailey Evans went to right, rolled out right. Erlinson step for step with him, hit him on the run, and David took it home. 40 plus yards.
Let's see, that would be 45 yards.
That's right, it was at 45, yep.
So the Cowboys taking advantage both times after the fake punt. You remember after the first possession, they tried the fake punt. Cowboys took it 32 yards. It was Evans that took it in from 13 to finish off that drive, and now the Cowboys take over after the fake punt. And It's a 45-yard pass. Evans to Erlinson, and the two-point conversion is good. Is that Lawson?
I think it was Lawson, yeah.
Yeah, it is Lawson Oliphant with the two-point conversion. 9:26 to play here in the first half. Your new score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard: Breckenridge 14, Walker-Hackensack nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Raleigh Lip along with Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson is producing our game tonight. Camden Kelson's up on the roof getting all the camera shots for you. Our Three Borders Sports Network camera shots brought to you by our good friends at Digital Guru. You can find Digital Guru on Dakota Avenue in downtown Wahpeton.
Our Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line is still open, 701-640-2619. I got to give a shout-out to Derek and Katie, Walter, and the boys. And also a quick shout-out to the Wapbrek Youth Football Program. The championship game was held last night. Team Blue.
Team Blue, huh?
Congratulations, Team Blue.
Team I used to coach. Team
No
Blue.
way.
Oh, yes. Those are the good old days.
They have leather helmets, too?
Yeah.
Back then?
Here's Frazier on the return up across the 35. And again, pretty good field position for the Wolves. They've had some pretty good field position tonight, just haven't been able to do much with it.
Tommy T tuned in and watching. He's in a balmy 71 degrees in his living room.
Oh, I was going to say, geez, 71 degrees feels pretty good right now.
We had a couple of text messages from Arizona last night in our volleyball game. Julie did a nice job in the volleyball game.
Yeah, Julie Monk, her debut last night. Wasn't that her debut?
Her debut, yes. The Malcherici.
Yeah. Well, I always like going to those volleyball games, too. They've done a nice job. Cowgirls will start, speaking of the playoffs, will start next week, too.
We'll get to that.
It'll be a busy week. Here's Brock.
Oh,
he's going to go down in the backfield. Is that Sanchez?
I think so. I thought it was two, yep. Nope. I think it was Shockert.
Yeah, you're right. It was Shockert on the
I thought
on
it was
the
two,
sack.
but it was an 8. So Tucker Shockert with a nice
6-yard
sack.
loss.
Yeah, Julie had her debut last night. Did a nice job. She brought some rules to the game that I didn't understand. B-Dub understands volleyball a lot better
Really?
than I do.
B-Dub? He knows his volleyball.
Yeah,
huh?
I think he's got a
I'd
daughter.
Never guessed that.
I think he's got a daughter that coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So he's well into volleyball as well. But Julie taught me a couple things last night about volleyball.
Yeah, and we'll give you the schedule for next week. And again, all that schedule information can be found on our website too, threebordersportsnetwork.com. Here's Frazier trying to get to the corner. Cowboys do a pretty good job making sure he doesn't get there. They'll mark it out at the 32, so it'll be 3rd and long.
Erlinson covered in mud here as he went down on the sideline, so his back of his jersey and pants are all wet and muddy.
Yeah, I don't know if you folks at home can see, but yeah, the sideline is just a mess. This field is well crowned, though. This field, it drains off pretty nice. It is a little bit wet. You can see some spots out there, but yeah, the sidelines are where it's really in rough shape. Cowboys standing in puddles of water here on the near sideline. 3rd and long for Brock and the Wolves. Brock out of the gun here. 2 receivers left, 2 right. And a little pitch to Frazier. And this time he gets to the corner. Frazier across the 40, still on his feet up near the 45-yard line. It'll be short of the first down, but this might put the Wolves in position to maybe go for it here on 4th down.
Big carry of about 14 yards on that little pitch and catch there, and Bailey Evans saved him there from going the distance there as Bailey Evans pushes him out of bounds just short of the first down.
Yeah, Cowboy defense they've had problems with that counter all season, whether it goes outside or inside.
Yep.
Remember the Staples game? Remember Staples just ran that time and time again.
Yep.
Inside on that counter play. That one Frazier got to the outside. And we'll see what they do here. Same situation they had on their last possession, almost from the identical spot on the field. Just across the 45. This time it looks like they will line up and punt, but the Cowboys not believing it at all. And now they'll go back, but they're just going to let this bounce at the 30, and it'll roll dead inside the 25. Cowboys will start 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Tommy Thielen. How about Tommy T watching and tuned in to Three Borders Sports Network tonight, cheering on the Cowboys? Tommy T, thank you very much. Molly Lamp, Max Johnson, they're watching up in the big city of Fargo. Eli Butts' dad, uncle, and Dad's uncle, Jim Butts. Thank you, sir. He is watching in Vancouver.
How about that? That's
British
awesome.
Columbia. That's
a first for us, I think.
Canada.
You know it?
How about that?
We've had them from all over. I think that is the first one.
I think so. Thank
from
you
up
very
north.
much. He says he watches all our time, but that's the first time we've heard from him, so that's pretty cool.
All right, 1st and 10 Cowboys. The fake to Armitage, and Bailey will keep it himself, and Bailey is loose across the 30, across the 35, and up near the 40. Takes a hit on the sideline, and there is a penalty flag thrown. That's going to be Daigle.
Yep.
Yeah, probably unnecessary. Not much room on this sideline, too. That can get really dangerous.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared for Bailey on that one there as Daigle come over and basically pushed him out of bounds and then spun him around and threw him down into the mud, and this time the flag came out after that, so it'll be a major penalty here against the Wolves.
Yeah, tack on 15 from the end of this run. And that run was enough for a first down. So this will move them into a Wolves territory. Cowboys can really open this thing up here before halftime. Again, Tuesday night, Cowboys will open up the playoffs here at home. Again, seedings aren't out yet. They won't be out until probably tomorrow morning, but Cowboys hang on and win here. They are guaranteed a home game, and if they win here, they'll finish at number 2. So they'll get a home game in this first round and the second round. Armitage, a very athletic run there. Hurdles a defender at the 35.
Yeah, he just kept going after that hurdle, Raleigh. Nice run there by Armitage.
Up to the 31-yard line. Good balance between Armitage and Erlinson back there getting carries here in the first half. They haven't thrown it a whole lot. I thought the Cowboys might throw it a little bit more here tonight.
So Riley Kappas was in there, I think, on that snap, Raleigh. And now Bailey Evans back in. Might have been an equipment issue for Bailey.
Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in the half. See, Evans a touchdown run for the Cowboys. And he threw for a touchdown, too. A 45-yard touchdown pass to David Erlinson. A short pass, and then Erlinson ran it in from about 40 yards. Bailey to, is that Erlinson over on the far side again?
Nope. Caleb Albertson.
No, that is Albertson. Caleb, 6'1", 170-pound junior, his first catch of the night.
Nice little roll there by Bailey Evans to find Caleb Evans open there for about a 4-yard gain, 4-yard gain. So positive yardage here.
They haven't taken the deep shot yet, though, have they?
No, sir.
See if they maybe go play action here, deep to Weinbar.
Weinbar comes
see
split
Weinbar
out.
wide left, single coverage out there. I could see play action here to Armitage. No, they are going to give it.
Erlinson.
That's Erlinson and David, a hard run. Across the 25, they'll mark it at the 23. That will be short.
Erlinson listed
Maybe
at
a yard
5'10",
short.
185, and he ran that up the middle like he was 205.
They have him listed at 5'10"?
5'10", 185, yeah.
That's being generous. David's not any bigger than, certainly no bigger than 5'10", yeah.
No.
But he is cut, isn't he? He is.
All Erlinson boys were. Saw a couple of the Erlinson boys a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I just like the Cowboy chances in the playoffs in this section 6A that they're in.
3rd and short, Raleigh.
See, this is and a bad snap went right through the hands of Bailey, and he tried to pick it up, and he couldn't. And I think the Wolves are on it.
Yep, well, I saw the white hat did signal for the Wolves.
Yep. So that's the second fumble the Cowboys have lost, and that one hurts.
Looked like he was going to do a little rollout to the right there, Raleigh, on 3rd and short. And as he started to roll, the snap went right through his hands and went behind him. And he tried to pick it up, like you said, Raleigh. Didn't quite make the recovery, and Wolves recover.
And again, it rained pretty much all morning long, overnight. And
about 6/10 in my gauge.
Yeah, so it's wet out there, no question. We've seen some footing issues out there, and Cowboys have fumbled twice now and lost both fumbles. I believe that's Haid over the right side, first man through, and nothing doing. Martinez, first one there for the Cowboys. Cowboys have done a good job on Haid. He's a big physical runner, and if he gets a head of steam going, he is no fun to bring down. But Cowboys he just has gotten nowhere. They have had no room for they've given Haid no room. Frazier's gotten outside a couple of times.
Yeah, he had that one long run of about 25 yards.
For the most part, the Cowboys have been pretty good here defensively. Second and long. Yeah, the Wolves would love to at least work some clock here. 14-0 wouldn't be all bad. Any more than that at halftime, it's going to be tough.
Frazier going.
Wait, Frazier just pushing that line. Look at that. Still going. Finally, the whistle blows, and they'll give him forward progress all the way up to the 44-yard line. And most of that was Frazier. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage and carried defenders 7 or 8 yards.
Okay, he's listed at 5'11", 167, and he just kept the legs churning and got it ahead for positive yardage, almost about an 8-yard gain or better.
Yeah, they'll give him 9 on that play, 3rd and 1. All the way up to the 44-yard line. They got to get just across the 45 for a first down. The clock continues to tick. So we approach 4 minutes to play here in the first half. 14-0 Cowboys if you're just joining us. Bailey Evans, a 13-yard touchdown run for the Cowboys. He also has a touchdown pass, a 45-yard touchdown pass to David Erlandson.
First down.
First man through, and that is good for a yard. That's Haid for a yard, and that is a Wolves first down.
3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Yeah, they'll be able to chew up a couple more minutes here.
Not quite a cloud of dust today.
First and 10 for the Wolves at the 46.
Yeah, we got a busy week on Three Borders next week there, folks.
Yeah, football and volleyball playoffs starting in Minnesota.
And North Dakota volleyball.
Yeah, and in North Dakota for that matter. Frazier, nowhere to go, tripped up. Wait, it looked like he tried to hurdle a defender and just got tripped up. Martinez again, he's been active here.
Nice little ankle tackle there by Brian Martinez. Yeah, we've got North Dakota high school volleyball still going on. The Wapaton Lady Huskies have a Thursday night game. But Tuesday could be and probably will be Breckenridge football on Tuesday. That's at 6 o'clock start, I think, too. Didn't we have that as a 6 o'clock start?
Yep, that will be a 6 o'clock start on Tuesday.
Yep.
And again, we'll stick around for our halftime report brought to you by OSPTI. We'll run through some of the scenarios Cowboys should have come Tuesday.
There's that halfback draw again, Raleigh, that worked out somewhat for Frazier the first time he ran it. Now this time he got stopped here after gain of a couple.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and long here. Cowboys still have all their timeouts remaining. So if they can get the football back here, we should have plenty of time.
So, yeah, we've got Breck football on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we've got Breck volleyball playoffs. Then Thursday is Wapaton volleyball against Cheyenne. And then Friday, Breck volleyball again. And then Saturday, Breck football again, hopefully if the Cowboys win their first round game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty nice. Should be a pretty nice week for football. Another short gain here will bring up 4th down. And let's see, the Cowboys are going to call a timeout, try to conserve some time. Get the ball back. 2:16 to play. Cowboys call a timeout, a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 14-0, Cowboys lead it on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since Bold Print in Wapaton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
2:16 to play, first half. Cowboys lead it 14-0, and a big fourth down. Another big fourth down coming up here for the Wolves from their 49-yard line, and they'll line up to go for it here on fourth down. But they have punted out of this formation earlier, and they will punt it again. A low line drive kick, and this is going to get a really nice bounce. They've done a good job of executing that.
Yep.
The Cowboys haven't sent anybody back because they have faked it a couple of times. So
that's kind of like what the Huskies do. Brian and I have seen that a couple of times by Trayton Mauck. He'll do the same thing, and he'll do that little running kick. But if he sees an open field ahead of him, I mean, it's turn on the burners and go.
And that's the way you want to kick those too. You know, you want to kick them low like that and get the nice bounce, which they did.
Cowboys be starting.
Cowboys be starting deep in their own territory, back at the 11-yard line. We'll see how aggressive they get here. With only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left, they still have the one time. They have two timeouts remaining for the Cowboys.
Little counter there.
Yeah, Kunkel trying to find some room. Kunkel across the 15, brought down at the 17.
Jacob Kunkel can break some open too, so.
Cowboys don't seem to be in any real big hurry. They are bringing some speed onto the field, though, now in Lawson Oliphant. See if they can get Lawson in open space. Not too many people that are going to catch him. So we'll call it 2nd and 4 from the 17-yard line. Full house backfield. Evans working out of the gun. And he will keep. And Bailey is not going to get to the corner. That was a nice open field tackle there. Is that Hayde?
No. I think the mud is partially covering his number, but I think it's Josh Lako. 57.
Yeah, you're
17.
right. 50. Oh,
is it 57?
It is 57. Yeah.
Third down.
Ohlschlager was given 67.
Oh, it's 67. Yeah, Ohlschlager, 6'5", 185-pounder.
That looks like about.
Bailey's not an easy guy to bring down one-on-one.
And it looks like we got a timeout on the floor there. Raleigh?
See, the Wolves are going to burn a timeout. They think they might be able to get the football back in decent field position.
Exactly.
Another Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 54.3 on the clock. 14-zip. Cowboys lead it on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
All right, 54 seconds to play here first half. 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. Bailey Evans, pump fake. Now he will roll left, and he'll tuck, and he'll keep, and he will have the first down before being thrown out of bounds.
Getting Ohlschlager out there.
Yeah, Ohlschlager, physical defensive player.
So now with that timeout by the Wolves, kind of benefits the Cowboys here if they want to try and do something yet.
Yeah, still have the 2 timeouts remaining. 47 seconds.
And we've seen that before where big plays can happen here late in halves and late in quarters. See what the Cowboys draw up here on the sidelines.
And again,
Armitage, the only running back. Oops.
Wait, it didn't look like Bailey had some problems there with the snap. He does get it to Erlinson, and Erlinson sidesteps a defender, still on his feet. Gets the first down, now backs up. And he'll have to get it back. There is a flag on the field when it's way back.
Yeah, it was holding right away there as Bailey bobbled the snap there and took off, and there was a hold right away in the backfield there, Raleigh.
Well, that will probably make the decision about being aggressive a lot easier here.
Yep.
Yeah, had that play stood, probably could have
tried a couple more.
Yeah, maybe done some things.
Unfortunately, there for the Cowboys, though, they're going to march backwards. And now,
that's one thing they wanted to clear up too, and I think that's another thing they've done a pretty good job of over the last number of weeks. Fewer penalties, especially the pre-snap penalties. We haven't seen much in terms of motion penalties for the Cowboys here in the first half. I think the Wolves had one, and that's been it. But those are the ones that really drive the coaches nuts, is the pre-snap penalties.
Clock started right away again. Bailey Evans split out wide to the left here, Raleigh.
Yeah, and see, is that is Erlinson that was in the backfield, and Erlinson has got some room. David all the way across the 25, across the 30, brought down up near the first down markers. He's going to be just short, so that'll keep the clock running, and that'll be, well, the Cowboys are going to burn a timeout to stop it. So maybe they will do something here.
They split Bailey Evans wide out to the left there, and it was a direct snap to David Erlinson, and he had the choice of which direction he wanted to go, and he went off the right guard. So big gain there for David.
So it'll bring up a second and short, and the next play will probably be the last play of the half.
Matt and Becky Doctor are watching Three Borders Sports Network, cheering on Bailey Evans and the Cowboys. So thank you, Matt and Becky.
And again, we check our website next week. We'll have our schedule up next week. We do know the Cowboys will be at home on Tuesday. And again, that's an early start. That'll be a 6 o'clock start. So make sure you jot that down, and you're tuned in right at 6 o'clock for playoff football here from Cowboy Field. Again, we'll run through some of the scenarios, some of the teams the Cowboys could possibly play in that first round. But if they hang on and win here tonight, they're not going to get Parker's Prairie, the 1 seed, until the section championship if they're able to stay alive that long.
After that timeout brings up 2nd and 2.
So we'll see what the Cowboys drew up here out of the timeout. It'll be 2nd and short, and they'll line up same way. Bailey Evans is wide left, and Erlinson in the quarterback position lined up shotgun, and David again a big hole, and he is tough to bring down in the open field up near midfield before he's brought down, but the clock will run out.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Okay, the clock will stop to move the chains. Cowboys still have a timeout, so they'll burn that timeout, and they're going to get another shot here. Get another play here. We'll just keep it here.
Sure. And you might see that one again there with David Erlinson there getting the – I'm guessing it's his option which direction he wants to go. If he wants to go right off the right side or off the left side, or where he sees the hole and he just goes. And
you don't think David can throw it, do you? We haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Because I know Bailey Evans can catch it.
Yeah. Evans looks
Let's see what the Cowboys have. This is a play they can but some of this stuff you might not want to use before playoff time. You know, if you feel you've got a game, comfortably in hand, you don't want to show too much, something that you might use in the playoffs.
Right. You got half the field to go here, Raleigh. Ball right at the 50. And Evans is now in at quarterback.
Yeah, and he is going to work out of the gun. Keep an eye on Kunkel here near sideline. And it is Kunkel. And, and he couldn't. They were going to do that.
Yes. The old hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Erlinson was coming for the pitch after Kunkel caught it, but he bobbled it right after it went and hit him in the chest.
Yeah,
I'd like to have seen that play finish off.
Yeah. Remember we saw that in the North Dakota State football playoffs a few years back. It was Richland that ran that for a game winner.
Yep.
All right, that'll do it. First half in the books. Cowboys lead it on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 14-0. We'll be back with the OSPTI halftime report next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota, or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our community,
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation Straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdelInnovation.com. Comdel Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick
Here
Steckler.
at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need the people you trust.
OSPTI offers pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We work with children of all ages that have a variety of conditions that may limit or delay their functional activities. Through therapeutic play, our goal is to help each child participate alongside their peers to their full potential.
Halftime report brought to you by OSPTI in Breckenridge. 3 locations: Breckenridge, Fergus Falls, and Hankinson. Not a whole lot of action in that first half. Cowboys lead it 14-0.
Yeah, there was a 32-yard drive in the first quarter by the Cowboys. Their first touch of the ball, and Bailey Evans topped it off with a 13-yard touchdown run, and the kick failed there, Raleigh. The Cowboys were up 6-0 early in the first, on their first possession. At the 8:57 mark, then at the 9:26 mark in the second quarter, a 45-yard pass to David Erlinson. And the Oliphant run put it up 14-0 in favor of the Cowboys, and that's where we stand at in the halftime here on the OSPTI halftime show. And that was after a fake punt that failed for them.
Yeah, and Walker-Hackensack came in just averaging 7 points a game. It just looks very difficult for them to score.
Yeah, they had the halfback draw that worked for Frazier once, and they went to it a second time, and the Cowboys shut it down, and Haid just trying to pound it up the middle. Again, just a lot of the same things, and Cowboys are shutting it down.
Yeah, Cowboys got to be feeling pretty good here at halftime, leading 14-0. Again, looking at the standings in Section 6A, Parker's Prairie is number 1. They've been number 1 all year, but they've lost 2 in a row after starting the season 5-0. They lose 2 weeks in a row. Losses to Pillager and to Staples Motley.
Yeah.
Remember, Staples Motley is a team that's won four games over the last 3 years. They've won 6 already this year. They're kind of the surprise team right now.
The Cowboys just barely lost to them.
Yeah, Cowboys. That's a game the Cowboys should have won. That's one that really got away from the Cowboys. But you look at the standings. Parker's Prairie 1 right now. Breckenridge 2. West Central area is 3, and then it's Mills, Pine River Bacchus, Brandon, Evansville, Lake Park, Audubon, and Walker-Hackensack. And it doesn't look like any of these teams will probably win tonight, other than maybe Pine River Bacchus. Other than that, and the Cowboys don't have to worry about that. So they're pretty much locked into to number 2, and I think pretty much everyone else is. So, I mean, if the playoffs were to start today, Breckenridge would get Lake Park Audubon, who going into tonight is 2-5 here. And then if the bracket plays out the way it should, you get West Central area, which would be kind of fun. That's a rivalry that the Cowboys have had for a long time with West Central area when both teams were in Class 2A. Yeah. So that rivalry will maybe continue here in 1A, but right now it looks like that's the way and if the Cowboys win those first 2 playoff games, they'll get Parker's Prairie at the Fargo Dome.
Isn't that something? And if they keep winning out. But the other thing that happened here, Raleigh, West Central area used to be in 2A, and that's what they're playing right now is mostly a 2A schedule. But when they dropped Ashby went over to Brandon, Evansville, and now they're part of Ashby is part of them, and that let West Central area drop down to the single A because they lost Ashby.
Yeah, and they were a late addition. So because of that, their schedule was already set. So they haven't even. It's hard to judge, how good they are because they haven't played anybody in the section.
Exactly.
So
that's
going to be very interesting. And again, we'll probably know the matchups probably sometime tomorrow morning. You can check our website, and we'll get those up as soon as we can. But we're telling you right now, we have got a very busy schedule next week, starting with Tuesday night in that quarterfinal round section game. Cowboys versus most likely Lake Park Audubon, but again, that could change. We'll have to wait until tomorrow morning, and that will be a 6 o'clock start on Tuesday. And we'll be here if you can't make it. We will have that game here on the Three Border Sports Network.
Sure. I'm sure Chuck will give us permission to do that one. So we're going to do that one. I've already talked to Freddie, and he's given us permission, so everybody's okay with us doing it. So we will be here Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, Raleigh, we've got some volleyball action. First round volleyball 6A starts on Monday, and the Cowgirls got a bye in that first round because they're one of the top 4 seeds. So they're going to play on Wednesday, and we'll have that. I don't know. I've got a text out to Margaret to see what time they play. Don't know the time yet. I think it might be 7, but don't quote me yet. So we've got that coming up on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, B-Dub will have the Wahpeton Volleyball versus Cheyenne. And then on Friday, we'll be back in Breckenridge, and they'll be hosting another playoff game. Coach Kruger and the Cowgirls will host another playoff game. If they win on Wednesday, they'll play on Friday. And then guess what we'll be doing on Saturday if Breckenridge Cowboys win Tuesday?
And you look at the extended forecast into next week, it looks like it's going to be beautiful, a beautiful day for football. I love those afternoon games, too.
Yeah.
So, so we got a really busy week. Again, you can check our website, and we'll get that information updated as soon as we can, threebordersportsnetwork.com. If you're interested in sponsorship information, too, with the playoffs just around the corner, we have that information on our website as well, threebordersportsnetwork.com.
Our OSPTI halftime show, Raleigh, I want to quick go through the shout-outs again.
Sure.
Here. We still got a couple minutes yet. Julie Elan, Karen and Carly Campus, Paige and Lane Watland watching from their fireplace. Tanner Oliphant, Vicki Glander, the Byer family in Alexandria, Steve Tolbert, Mike and Patty Berquist, Maddie Nelson Gira, Chris Kappas, Derek Walter and the boys, and Katie, Tommy Thielen watching, Molly Lamp and Max Johnson, Jim Butts in Vancouver, British Columbia, Matt and Becky Doctor cheering on Bailey Evans and the Cowboys, and the Kelsons, Yards, mom and dad. They're out in Mesa. So good for them. They're out in Mesa watching, and Jeannie, of course, is watching at home.
All right. We appreciate all those watching on the Three Borders Sports Network and on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Again, Cowboy football brought to you tonight here on the Three Borders Sports Network by Giant Seeds and Snacks, by Essentia Health, Smith Motors of Wahpeton, the Wahpeton Daily News, Superior Builders, Optimum Rehab, Interstate Engineering, by Sanford Health, Gripper Sports, Bell Bank, by Minn Kota Egg Products, All Seasons Car Wash. Cowboy football also brought to you by Bold Print, Red River Grain, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Red River Valley and Western Railroad, by the North Dakota State College of Science, the second oldest junior college in the country, by Red River Communications, Cable Channel 28, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, and by First Community Credit Union. Cowboys lead it on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 14-0. The start of the second half is coming up next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's
Smith Motors in Wahpeton. We make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
All right, both teams back out on the field, all loosened up, ready for the second half. Cowboys lead it 14-0. You remember Cowboys won the toss to start the game. They deferred, so they will get the football here to start the second half, leading 14-0. And I'm sure Carson Yagi would like nothing more than see his team run down there and score here on this first possession.
Yeah, they started quick in the first quarter there, Raleigh, when they got the turnover deep in the opposite end and went 32-yard total there with a Bailey Evans 13-yard run. So I'm sure they'd like to get something quickly here to start out the second half and just make that lead a little bit bigger.
All right, Cowboys will send the Armitage boys back deep to receive the kick. That's Gabe, number 20 back there, and Paul, number 33. Wolves, again, they've been involved in some lopsided scores this year, on the wrong end of lopsided scores, so they've got to feel pretty good about where they're at right now against one of the top teams in the section. Again, Cowboys just 3-4, but still the number 2 in Section 6A right now. So the Cowboys, they didn't allow much. They did a nice job defensively, but I think they'd like to move the football a little bit better here in the second half. This is Gabe Armitage, and Gabe following his blockers right up the middle of the field, across the 45. Very patient on that run. And the Cowboys get great field position up near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he followed his blockers, like you said there. Carter Benson leading the way, number 50, and did a good job of following the blockers, and they just couldn't get to him and bring him down, and he had a good, nice return there for Paul.
All right, let's see what the Cowboys come out and do here. Again, I thought they would throw a little bit more tonight. They haven't thrown as much as I thought they might. They've had some screen passes. We'll see if they open it up a little bit here in the second half.
Yep.
When some movement up front.
Yeah, I think Paul kind of leaned forward there a little bit before the snap, Paul Armitage.
Yeah, procedure penalty. We were talking about those late in the first half. Cowboys had been pretty good about those pre-snap penalties. I think that is the first procedure penalty tonight against the Cowboys. Something that plagued them early.
They had one holding penalty deep in their own end the first half.
So that's not a good start to the second half. First play, a penalty. They'll start in the hole here, 1st and 15 now from the 39 after that nice return by Gabe Armitage. And here is Paul Armitage up the middle, breaking through arm tackles across the 45, across midfield into Wolves territory. Penalty yardage back and much more.
Nice run there by Paul. I did say Paul on that error, but that was Gabe that leaned forward. Sorry, the Armitage boys.
So 11 yards on that first down run following the penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Cowboys. And here's Armitage again, and the Armitage running with a little bit of authority here up to the 45, and that is a Cowboy first down.
Blake Watson on the tackle there, but again, Armitage just carrying it forward, Raleigh, just straight ahead football.
Yeah, it looks like Carson Yagi challenged his offensive line in the locker room and said, let's just go out and take control of the line of scrimmage. Cowboys doing nothing fancy, just simple dive plays over the right side, and it's been good. Those 2 plays good for over 15 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Yeah, let's run the football, take some time off the clock.
And this time play action, and they're going to throw. This time looking left side, and that is Kunkel over there on the far side.
Yep. Just out of the reach of Kunkel.
Yeah, it falls incomplete.
A little bit of a mix-up there as Bailey Evans turned around. I think he ran into Paul Armitage, and just kind of a little bump there kind of threw off the timing a little bit.
So a first down, that might be the first time the Cowboys have thrown on first down. That's what I thought we might see a little bit more of tonight, Cowboys throwing in the early downs. And I think that is the first time they've thrown on first down.
Weinbart splits out wide right. He came in with the play.
Bailey Evans will keep himself right up the middle, and Bailey Evans up across the 30, running hard across the 25 to the 24, and that is another Cowboy first down.
Nice 20-yard run there on the quarterback keeper by Bailey Evans. Good call there. He just took it down and went straight ahead. So a la David Erlinson in the first half, late in the first half, when he took it right back up the middle.
Yeah, Cowboys really exploding the middle of that defensive line right now for the Wolves. Yeah, it just seems like a little bit more energy, a little quicker off the line here in the second half. So the Cowboys now all the way down to the 22, and they'll throw again here on first down. Bailey will roll right and looking for Kunkel, and that was well defended. A nice defensive play back there. That's number 14. Caleb Crow defending, and that was really well covered. Bailey had good passing lane there, a good look.
Caleb Crow just dived at the right time there, Raleigh, to deflect that pass, and if it would have been through his hands, I think Kunkel could have turned it upfield and went in. So just that split second of a play.
So 2 consecutive passing plays on first down. And again, that one falls incomplete, so second and long. Boy, the Cowboys have been chewing up yards on the ground here to start the second half. And they will give to Armitage again, and Paul bounces off a tackle, still on his feet, and he's got another Cowboy first down. So they're picking up chunks of yards, 10 to 15 yards at a time.
You described it well, Raleigh. He bounced off the tackle and just kept it going and kept his legs moving and went up forward and got a first down for the Cowboys inside the red zone.
See, Caleb Albertson is in the game, and he did a nice job blocking downfield. So the Cowboys on the move here, back into the red zone, the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance red zone. They marked the ball inside the 11-yard line, so the Cowboys can pick up a first down here inside the 1-yard line. First and 10. Evans to Armitage, and Armitage just runs through arm tackles across the 5-yard line down near the goal line, and he might be inside the 1, and I think he does have a Cowboy first down.
It is.
It is another 10-yard gain, a Cowboy first down, so they'll have it first and goal inside the 1-yard line. And this has been mostly Armitage.
And Gabe, his brother, checks in, yep.
Remember, it was Gabe with the is this coming off the kick return?
Yep.
It is, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big kick return there.
So Gabe had the kick return, and Paul has done most of the damage here on this drive, and I'd expect he'd probably get the football again here. And he will, over the right side, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And Cowboys have taken control here. A 3-minute and 1-second drive to start the second half, and the Cowboys have opened it up. They lead it 20-0 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, and I think they'll kick the extra point.
55-yard drive there by the Cowboys, capped off by the 1-yard touchdown run.
And that's how you come out in the second half. Yeah, there just wasn't, didn't seem to be a lot of fire in that first half. Cowboys will go for 2 here. The extra point, and they'll just give it to Armitage again. Yeah, and they've just taken control up front right now. And Armitage into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Paul Armitage, a 1-yard touchdown run, and he backs that up with the 2-point conversion. 8:59 to play on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge 22, Walker-Hackensack nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
All right, Cowboys have taken control here. A nice drive to open up the second half. 55 yards, finished off by a Paul Armitage touchdown run. 22-0.
Okay, I got another shout out here, and this is a legit one because I've got a number here from the person that sent it, but he said the Sunnyside neighbors are watching from B3's garage. I don't know who B3 is, but
I bet they're having some fun. All right, little squib kick, and here's boy. I see, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle for the Cowboys. Who is that? Is that Cooper? That was Cooper Roberts.
Cooper.
Cooper doesn't get him from behind there. I'm not sure he isn't gone. So great field position here for the Wolves. Field position hasn't been the issue for the Wolves. They just
who ran it? That was Karch. Karch Frazier on the return. Thank you, Tavio. Tavio Hopkins spotting for Art. Had to ask Tavio because I couldn't read the number on the muddy.
Tavio's always on the
muddy shirts.
On the ball.
Frazier again.
Frazier up the middle for a couple of yards up to the 45-yard line.
So starting in Cowboy territory here on their drive here. So the Wolves still
they just don't have much of a threat to throw the football. And you figure if they're going to get back into it, they're going to have to throw the football a little bit.
Brock has looked out for Caleb Crow once in a while and tried to find him a couple of times. Getting I formation again, Raleigh.
And Brock will turn and give to Frazier again. And Frazier good for about 4 yards. So third down, and the Wolves most likely in 4-down territory here. Brian Martinez got a quick rest. He'll check back into the game now. He's been involved in a lot of action tonight, Martinez.
Chuckle here as Jackson Graves Bolte comes off the field shaking his hands from the mud.
Yeah, it is. You can see the field getting beat up a little. You do get a little bit concerned, don't you, with the playoffs just around the corner? Yep. We had some issues here a few years back with rain and a chewed-up field. Here's Frazier again. The Cowboys just have not allowed him to get up. He's gotten outside a couple of times, but that has been it when he's slow to get up here. You can see the work he's getting. Just look at his jersey.
Big Eli Butts took him down there, Raleigh, and Big Eli coming in at 5'11", 250, and he lands right on top of you. That's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he's done a good job, too, on the other side of the football, the offensive side. Both lines have done a really good job tonight.
Yep. Fourth
offensive
and short
line
here,
and defensive line. Yeah, 4th and 3, and they'll go for it here. And I believe Karch did stay on the field.
Yep.
So that is Karch Frazier, the tailback position. Haid in the fullback position behind Brock. Brock turns, play action, rolls right, throws right, and that pass nearly picked off. But it does fall incomplete. That was Vogelbacher. Wait, Trey nearly had a pick there.
And David Erlinson came in with the pressure there from the linebacker spot with a little blitz and put the pressure on Brock and forced that throw maybe just a little bit early. But like you said, Raleigh, Vogelbacher was right there for the possible INT.
So the Cowboys will get it back, 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line after taking their first possession here the second half, 55 yards. It made it really look easy.
That possession only lasted a little over 2 minutes for the Wolves here, and the Cowboys get the ball back.
See Armitage in the backfield now. And they give to Erlinson on the counter with Armitage leading the way. Erlinson up near the 45-yard line. About 2 yards, 3 yards on that play.
Got a whistle out there, Raleigh.
That was a late flag.
It was a late flag. From the far sideline.
Yeah, you wonder if something was said maybe. Yeah, that flag came out well after the play.
Yeah, it did. Something
they're going to mark off 15 as unsportsmanlike conduct most likely.
I think that's where he was going with that sign, but he...
Or is that an illegal substitution? I don't know what.
Illegal man downfield?
No, it's on.
No, they're marking it.
Yeah, it's against Walker-Hackensack.
You're trying to see if they're going from the original line, from the original line of scrimmage or from the end of the play.
All right, we'll get this figured out.
Two hands at the top of the hat there. Isn't that illegal man? Downfield?
Yeah, but that would be against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and this is a major penalty. Yeah, you wonder if...
I don't understand. I'm sorry,
15-yarder.
Well, that penalty was against the...
Anyway, yeah, it's penalty against the Wolves.
First and 10 for the Cowboys.
So a 15-yarder will take it into Wolves territory at the 40. And the Cowboys have it 1st and 10. And Bailey Evans going to roll right. Bailey's got a good look and a wide open receiver, but it went right through the hands and off the helmet of Caleb Albertson. Caleb would like another shot at that one.
Yeah, Caleb was kind of slipping there as he kind of made his turn there and started going down, and Bailey Evans hit him right in the hands, and then it went right through his hands, and like you said, Raleigh hit him right off the helmet.
That's the third time the Cowboys have thrown here on first down in the second half after not throwing on first down at all in the first half. And Carson said he'd like to throw a little bit more in early downs.
Yep.
Living up to his word here in the second half. And they've had chances for some big plays. Remember, I think that was, didn't we see Kunkel slip on the far sideline too on a play that would have went for pretty big yards? Weinbar in motion here to the left. And Bailey going to keep himself, and Bailey's got some room. Bailey across the 35, inside the 30, close to another Cowboy first down, and it will be another Cowboy first down.
We saw a lot of that at the end of the first half with David Erlinson taking it up there. Now that's the second time in this half that Bailey Evans has taken it up the middle and got good yards.
For the Cowboys as the ball is spotted at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Cowboys are going to be a dangerous team come playoff time.
And that's when you want to do it, Raleigh. That's when you want to put it all together is at the end of the season. I know B-Dub would agree with us if he was on the microphone, but you want to play your best ball at tournament season.
Yeah, a whole new season will start next Tuesday, 6 bells. All games next week in that first round will be at 6 o'clock, including that Cowboy home game next week. Here's Paul Armitage again trying to get to the corner. Wolves do a pretty good job there defensively, keeping that to a short gain.
Yeah, Margaret texted me back. She said that the Cowgirls will play at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So they don't know who they play yet. The seating isn't done yet for the volleyball, but she said they will play at 7 p.m. on Wednesday.
That's a fun atmosphere. They've got a nice little atmosphere going there, Cowgirl volleyball, don't they?
Yep.
A nice crowd, and Emily Christensen and the Breckenridge Pep Band always do a great job. So best of luck to the Cowgirls come playoff time next week. And again, we'll be there. Three Borders Sports Network and Red River Communications cable channel. Here's Bailey Evans, a botched play that turns into a pretty nice gainer. Nice to have a quarterback that can turn a play like that into a big gainer, close to another first down.
Yeah,
but that's a little bit concerning. Cowboys we've seen that 3 or 4 times now. The snap go through the hands of Bailey.
Bailey turned the corner and made the corner, like you said, on the botch play, Raleigh, and got a nice gain out of it. So it's going to be 3rd and short for the Cowboys here, deep in Wolves territory.
Yeah, Cowboys in 4-down territory here at the 22-yard line. 3rd and a long 2. Full house backfield. Bailey turns, gives. That's Lawson Oliphant, I believe. Across the 20 to about the 18. It will be enough for a first down.
And
yeah, that is Lawson.
Oliphant. Yep, it was Oliphant. Good call, Raleigh. It was hard to see that number. Once again, we're back inside the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance Red Zone, Raleigh.
Clock continues to tick here. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Boy, this quarter, really a quarter dominated by the Cowboys. Both sides of the football.
Time of possession, too, yeah. Big time of possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Wolves have a first down. The Cowboys been chewing up yards both on the ground and through the air. And there is Kunkel, and that is a Cowboy touchdown. Boy, a beautiful pass on the run by Bailey Evans, short. And then a great catch. They are going to mark him short.
What a read, though. What a read on the run by Bailey Evans.
Yeah, not an easy pass to make. A right-handed quarterback rolling right and throwing across your body, and he put it right where he had to. Jacob made a nice catch down there on the goal line. Just short. It'll be a Cowboy first down, 1st and goal, and Lawson Oliphant will check back into the game. So it'll be Erlinson, Oliphant, and Armitage in the backfield. And Bailey Evans will line up behind center. We haven't seen him do that much tonight. And they'll give to Armitage. And Armitage.
Close, but no
cigar. Inside the 1, but they will mark him short.
Just the power play off tackle there. And Armitage just quite couldn't get it in the end zone. But 3 more chances here for the Cowboys yet.
We'll bring up 2nd and goal. From about the 1-yard line.
That's a nice little tune-up for the playoffs for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
so far, so good. They've kept everybody healthy. They've Yeah, they've looked good, gotten everybody involved. Yeah, Cowboys just look like a team that's ready for the playoffs, and this might be their starter's last possession. And here's Lawson, second man through, and he is in. So Lawson gets his touchdown tonight. Good for him. And the Cowboys open it up now. 28-0. That touchdown coming at the 2:13 mark here in the third quarter.
Just a nice little play right up the middle there for Lawson Oliphant. Just took it up the middle and got the 1-yard touchdown run. A couple of 1-yard runs here in the second half for the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys will attempt the 2-point conversion here, leading 28-0.
Tanner Oliphant tuned in and watching Three Borders. I'm sure he's cheering on. Also, Lane and Paige Watland were cheering on Lawson as well. So thank you guys.
Cooper Roberts will split wide to the right here on this extra point attempt. Now they send Coop in motion to the left.
Ooh, right under center.
Yeah, and Coop is going to take center.
Oh.
But it looked like there was a bad exchange, and he is going to be brought down in the backfield. Not sure he ever got that snap cleanly.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but it was an interesting play for sure from Carson Yagi and the Cowboys.
All right, 2:13 to play here in third. Cowboys have taken control here in the third quarter. They lead it on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 28-0 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company. All right, all Cowboys here tonight. Final regular season game of the year. Playoffs will start next Tuesday. Vogelbacher's short kick taken by the up man. That's Nico Morrow. And Morrow will carry it across the 35 to about the 37. They'll mark it at the 36-yard line. Wolves will take over 1st and 10.
Little clarification, Raleigh, on that call that we weren't quite sure what it was. I thought it was an illegal man downfield. Obviously, it wasn't because it was against the defense, but it was illegal participation. So I don't know if somebody checked in wrong or there was some sort of a, I don't know. Illegal participation is what that call was. We need
Gripper over here for a rules analysis.
I don't know if that would be unnecessary roughness. It would be a helmet to helmet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that was a major. It was a 15-yard penalty. Yeah. Wait, low snap here. Brock goes down and gets it. Wayne throws it behind his receiver, and it is picked off.
Sanchez.
It is Aiden, isn't it? Yeah, Aiden Sanchez, the freshman with his first pick.
Brock rolled out, looked for his receiver down there, and it ended up being a green jersey instead of a white muddy jersey. And Sanchez with the pick. Hey, I got Mike and Cindy Abel tuned in and watching Three Borders Sports Network, cheering on the Cowboys. Also, I've got Margaret says that final seating will be on Saturday. And then Chris Watland is also tuned in and watching in Phoenix, Arizona, cheering on his little cousin, Lawson Oliphant.
We get a lot of shout-outs from Phoenix, don't we?
Chris, thank you very much for cheering on the Cowboys and your cousin, Lawson Oliphant.
Right, Cowboys really taking control of the game here in the second half. And they'll throw again here on 1st down. And looking deep to Weinbarn, just overthrown. Boy, it's a nice thrown ball, though, by Bailey. Just would have liked to put a little bit more air underneath it, let Dawson run under it. But
You gave credit to the offense and defensive lines here, Raleigh, and you got to give offensive line there a lot of credit there, as Bailey Evans stood in the pocket a long time, had a chance to look at.
Well, and that's what happens when you're able to run the football as successfully as the Cowboys have. Just good play action really helped those linemen and gave Bailey plenty of time, and he threw a nice ball there too. Yeah, I think the Cowboys. That's one thing. That's one area I think they're really going to improve on come playoff time is throwing the football. I think they're going to be able to throw the football a little bit in the playoffs. Here's Erlinson working his way through the defensive line, finding some room across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Bring up 3rd and short for the Cowboys. Just so well balanced, though. I mean, in terms of running the football, or between Armitage and Erlinson, and then you throw in Bailey likes to run it every once in a while, and Lawson can certainly run the football effectively. And then you even throw. We've seen Cooper run it on the counters, and they've just got a lot of different ways to hurt you. And we've seen a lot of them again tonight. Although Armitage has been the workhorse most of the way, especially here in the second half. This time a direct snap. And some room on the near side for the Cowboys. That is Kappas. Riley Kappas, his first carry of the night. He's just a freshman, 175-pounder, and he shows his speed getting to the corner. A big gain to the 30-yard line and a Cowboy first down.
Yeah, I think we both noticed that it was a clean jersey, and we knew it wasn't Bailey back there. And he turned the corner, and it was Riley there. We saw number 1, and Riley takes it ahead for a first down. Nice carry for Riley Kappas, freshman.
Yeah, and we'll see. I think we'll see a lot of players. I think everyone will get a shot tonight here. Under a minute to play. We're almost through the third quarter. And again, the Cowboys just been much sharper here in the second half than they were in the first. And I think part of it might be they're wearing the Wolves down a little bit here.
Yep, fatigue may be setting in for the Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, even on that play, the Wolves did a pretty good job stretching that play out, but Armitage still able to square his shoulders and get 5 or 6 yards in that first down run. And that might be the final play here of the third quarter.
I would think the Cowboys will let the clock expire here in the third quarter, as I think that's exactly what's going to happen here as we're getting close to 10 seconds.
Cowboys will break the huddle, hustle up to the line, 7 seconds. Evans will work out of the gun, and they will get the snap off before the end of the quarter. Bailey rolls right, throws right, has got Erlinson, nice little dipsy-do there at the 20, inside the 15. He'll carry it inside the 10-yard line for a Cowboy first down, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. A quarter dominated by the Cowboys. Your score after 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard: Breckenridge 28, Walker-Hackensack nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Raleigh Lip, Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson producing, Camden Kelson on the cameras tonight. Good night for the Cowboys.
Been a good night for the Cowboys. They're up on the board 28 to 0, as you said, Raleigh, and looking to put up more here and make sure that they put the exclamation point on this. And a big thing, Raleigh, right now here as we're going to the fourth quarter, you don't want any injuries tonight.
Yeah.
And I know that's cliche, but you truly don't. You don't want to get anybody hurt, as I see David Erlinson over here on the sideline in this offensive play.
Yeah. Cowboy starter is most likely done. I'm sure some of those guys will have to stay in, but
Oliphant back in there, and I think Gabe.
See Bailey's still out there at. No, I take that back. It is Kappas at quarterback.
Yep.
Riley will keep it himself here.
Gabe Armitage was in there as well,
inside the 5-yard line. So good night. Yeah, Cowboys going to win here comfortably. They're going to stay healthy.
So.
I think some good things to build on. Yeah, they just seem to have. A little mojo to them right now.
Kappas.
You know what they?
Yep. Kappas come over for the play call here from Coach Yagi. And back out he goes here, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal inside the 5-yard line. Riley Kappas out of the gun, rolls left, now plants his feet and throws, and that pass is picked off. It
yes,
is.
It was.
That's number 14, Caleb Crow, the 150-pound junior.
I think it was off the hands of Gabe, wasn't it?
I'm not sure who that was intended for.
Yeah.
If it was intended for Gabe or
if he thought it was intended
but
for
there
him.
was a receiver behind him, too.
Yep.
But a nice play there by Crow to step in and pick off that pass. So the Wolves will take over. Following the Cowboys turnovers, first interception of the night. We have seen the Cowboys fumble the football a little bit, and they've lost They've lost just the one fumble.
Sanchez had an interception too as well. Or you're talking the other way. I'm sorry.
So the Wolves start deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line, and they'll give to their big guy Hayde up the middle. He's been quiet tonight, though. He's a guy that has had a couple of 100-yard games this year.
Little or no gain on that.
Yeah, we have not heard. Yeah, he's carried it just a handful of times.
Maybe 10. Not even 10 times.
Yeah.
8 maybe.
But he has not gotten loose. Cowboys have wrapped him up right at the line of scrimmage for the most part.
So no gain. Right at the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to remain 2nd and 10. So the Cowboys defense coming up strong here, deep in Cowboy territory.
So Brock will line up behind center. It's Frazier and Hayde in the backfield. I formation. Hayde in motion now right. They'll pitch right to Frazier, and Frazier did a good job of just getting out of the end zone there. Is that Erlinson? It is. David's still in the game.
He was in on defense for sure, yeah.
Yeah, Frazier.
That might have been a loss.
Yeah, back to the 1-yard line. Yeah, Frazier very fortunate there to get that one out of the end zone.
Very. David Erlinson made the penetration.
This would be
here
a good
on this
time
side
for the quick kick.
Going old school on me here, Raleigh, or what?
We haven't seen any of that. That used to be done on a back in the 80s. Boy, Mike Belseth loved that. Situations like this. Just the low line drive kick.
I see him every once in a while. Nice to see.
But it doesn't look like they're lined up to do any quick kicking here.
Nope.
Brock, play action. They're going to throw out of the end zone. He's going to throw deep down the sideline, and he's got his man. Perfectly placed pass. That is Crow on the catch all the way across the 30 for a Wolves first down. Really a well-executed play.
What a 35-yard pass completion on the fly down the sideline. And Riley Kappas was over there to make the tackle, but just perfect pass, perfect catch, and perfect play for the Wolves.
They haven't had much success through the air tonight, but a big one there, 35 yards. And a little breathing room here for the Wolves.
Not sure if the play action froze the linebackers or not, but it sure got the defense.
And here's that draw again. Boy, Frazier looked like he had some room, but he lost his footing.
Yep. Thinks he either lost his footing or he might have tripped on one of the offensive lineman's legs as that was behind him, and down he went. He was untouched, but it could have been a big gainer.
Yeah,
again.
he looked like he had some room there if he could have kept his footing.
Yep.
Just a 2-yard gain, so it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 for the Wolves.
Try to get you some names here, too. Some substitutions coming in. See, Albertson is in now. Paul Armitage is most likely done for the night.
Tegan Abel in at middle linebacker right now. One of the linebackers, I should say.
Hayden motion left, the pitch to the left to Frazier. And this time Frazier does get to the edge across the 40. Tripped up, falls ahead up near the 45. Looks like he'll be a couple yards short of the first down.
There's the same play they ran down in the end zone just in the start of this series, Raleigh. They ran it to the right. This time they went to the left with Hayden going in motion as the lead blocker out there.
See some more substitutions for you. We'll try our best here to get you some names and numbers. Isaiah Hill, that's number 13. 5'9", 140-pound junior for the Cowboys. 3rd and short from the 45-yard line. Brock turns. Boy, and he ran. Hayden ran right into him, so bad exchange there, and the Cowboys drop Hayden for a loss.
Big
a couple
Eli
of yards.
Butts said, get out of here. Eli Butts, 5'11", 250, junior. He'll be back next year for the Cowboys. Just said no more here, and it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Yeah, so 3rd and 1 turns into 4th and a long 2 here for the Wolves. They'll send 2 receivers out to the right. I formation behind Brock. That's Hayden and Frazier again. And, boy, Brock nearly went to the ground, still trying to get to his feet, but does complete the pass to the left side. But the Cowboys will make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That play, Raleigh, by Brock brings a whole new definition to Hail Mary.
Yeah.
He threw that one up in a Hail Mary at the same time, and it only went about 5 yards.
Yeah, slipped on 2. It looked like he had regained his balance and slipped again, but was able to get the pass off. But it's 4 loss, and the Cowboys will take over on downs. So Riley Kappas looks like he will check back in at quarterback. Yeah, good night for the Cowboys. Cowboy fans feel pretty good.
Got to give a shout out,
playoffs.
Hey, buddy. I got to give a shout out to the BW Storm cross country team. They're in the sections next week.
Oh, good for them.
Thursday at Little Falls. We haven't had a coach's show, so we haven't talked to Coach Lash, but Christy Hare sends a text message, and thanks, Christy, for watching Three Border Sports Network, but also for the shout out.
I see Coach Lash out running quite a bit too. He keeps himself in darn good shape.
Yeah, he's always running. Well, I think Christy's in pretty good shape too, as far as running abilities. That whole family does.
1st and 10 Cowboys, and here's a big hole over the left side across the 30 near the 25, and that is Lawson again, a Cowboy first down.
Lawson's got a lot of folks cheering for him on the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-outs. Chris Watland and others. Tanner
He's just an easy guy to cheer for, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he just works his tail off. He deserves all the success that comes his way. He's played well here again tonight. Kunkel will check back in for the Cowboys.
Christy Hare also asked if Brian and I could cover the section cross-country tournament or the run, and and she kind of laughed at it with a smiley face, Brian, but it would be tough to cover a cross-country
You'd
run.
have to put on one of those GoPros on one of the – you're going to have to get out and run. You're going to have to put a GoPro
flag,
on
Raleigh.
– get a GoPro
Flag.
on B-Dub.
Flag. Illegal substitution, I think. It's been a late sub. Again, the Cowboys trying to get in extra players here. Some players that don't get to see a lot of playing time maybe came in a little bit late on the field.
Taking a look at the standings right now, and again, just most of these teams, other than the Cowboys and Parker's Prairie, are probably going to lose tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not thinking that much is going to change in terms of standings between tonight and tomorrow when they make the pairing. So again, right now Breckenridge will get Lake Park Audubon, who went into tonight's game with a 2-5 record. And then if the seedings stay true and the top seed wins, Cowboys will get West Central in the semis, which would be a lot of fun. Here's Riley Kappas left side, brought down after a short gain.
Thought he'd turn it up and look for a better route there, but Blake Watson was waiting for him there on the defensive side. Go ahead, Raleigh.
So, and then Parker's Prairie will get Walker-Hackensack next week in the first round. West Central would get Brandon Evansville, and Mills would take on Pine River Bacchus. And again, That's if things would stay the same, which is certainly possible, though, looking at some of these pairings from tonight.
We do know for sure we will be here next Tuesday night at 6
we will
p.m.
be at Breckenridge will be at home for sure in the first and second round.
And Three Borders will be here.
And then, of course, championship game at the Fargo Dome. Let's see. So that's Tuesday, Saturday next week.
Yep.
And then the championship game is scheduled for November 3rd. And, of course, that'll be at the Fargo Dome. That'll be a 12:30 game.
Yep.
So mark that down on your calendars.
We will cover all the way through as long as the Cowboys are playing. We'll be there. Raleigh and Kevin, maybe get back together with Kevin. He's having a good time up at the maybe cold up there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's Watson kind of weather, though.
Boundary Waters. Yeah,
B-Dub loves that cold weather.
That's hardcore. That's hardcore stuff up there. I mean,
you're roughing it, man.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to hear the stories from Kevin and Jack when they get back. Third down for the Cowboys. Third and long. And Kappas is going to throw here. Rolling right, and he has his man in the flats. That is Armitage, and Gabe still on his feet inside the 10 and into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
There's a flag,
but there is a flag on the play, so hold everything.
Flag laying at about the 25-yard line, right on the sideline over there, so something happened over there, and the referees aren't moving, Raleigh.
So this one may come back. That's too bad. Heck of an effort.
Yep, illegal procedure.
So it'll come back. And we'll do it over again here on third down.
That was a fun call, though. You did a nice call on that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's too bad. Gabe's played well tonight. He had the
and a
nice kick return.
Yeah,
and Riley had that nice run too. Yeah. Everybody's having fun tonight.
Kappas, the 5'10", 175-pound freshman. So a quarterback.
Riley, what do they have him listed at? 5'10"? He doesn't look anything over 5'8" from up here, does he? Some of these guys, I'm not sure on some of these guys.
Riley's a wrestler, so we'll see in the wrestling season what they list him at.
So the touchdown comes off the board, 3rd and 15, and Riley will work out of the gun, and he will throw again.
Same thing.
Yeah, rolling right, and they do throw into the flats again, and it is another flag on the play.
This time it's in the backfield. And it's a hold against Breckenridge, so it'll be going backwards. And once again, as getting up from the bottom there, it was Blake Watson. He was talking to the white hat referee.
This is where you want to tuck the flags. Tuck the flags and keep them in your pocket and keep the clock running.
Tanner was happy there for Lawson on that touchdown that he had.
With that flag sitting way back at the 41, that couldn't be a spot foul. Yeah, he must have threw that thing backwards. So he'll decline the penalty. That was an incomplete pass. And it will bring up 4th down for the Cowboys.
4th down and about 11 for the Cowboys.
This time they keep it on the ground. There's Gabe Armitage. Gabe still on his feet inside the 20-yard line, and they push him ahead, and it's going to be close to a first down. I think he will be short, but
it's close. Yep. Bulls ball.
Yeah, needed 12, and looks like he got about 11.
I would say you are correct.
So the Cowboy defense will come out onto the field. Wolves get the ball back with 4:06 to play.
Trotting off on that 4th down play there. I see Charlie Krejci was in on that play. There's a name we haven't mentioned tonight. Also subbing in there is going to be Logan Church, 5'10", 145-pound junior on the defensive side. Trotting in there is going to be Landon Schillinger, also coming in for the Cowboys.
All right, 1st and 10 Wolves. The 19-yard line. And the first man through and nothing doing.
Wolves playing a lot of their still first stringers.
See, Frazier, didn't he have a double-digit run, maybe a 15-yard run in the first half?
Yep,
you had the long pass play there
yep.
In the last possession. Yep. Other than that, the Cowboy defense has been
you got to give
really
the Cowboys
steady, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Also on defense there, I see number 55, Levi Christensen in there, and we got a timeout on the field, Raleigh. And it's going to be taken by the Wolves.
Well, we might as well take one too, huh? 3:34 to play. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge leads at 28-0 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
3:34 to play. Cowboys up 28-0 here. Final regular season game of the year in Section 6A.
Hade.
Another short gain. Hade. Yeah, he have really bottled him up tonight.
They have done well defensively on him. And we got to give credit. Hey, take a look at Julie Malk's debut last night on Three Borders Sports Network on our YouTube
check
page.
that out.
Go
She
check
was
that
something,
out.
huh?
She was fun. She was very, very nervous. I got to give her credit for that. She
Could you
overcame
shut her
that.
up? I mean, could you?
That's your job, man.
Yeah.
That's your job when you get with her.
Yeah.
She did say she gave me a
I'm
clue
sure
last.
she
gave me a clue last night that you guys are thinking of a pretty good off the cuff episode
We
coming
got a
up.
couple of good ideas on off the cuff, and if
And
there's any other ideas out there, again, you can visit our website and throw out some ideas. If there's a good story out there, give us a
sure like to
holler, and
cover
we'll
it,
certainly
yeah.
look into it.
Yeah.
All right, we're under 3 minutes to play. 3rd and long for the Wolves from their 20-yard line. Brock is still in the game, and he's going to throw here. And he's looking
Same
deep
play.
again to Crow again. And Crow had it right in his hands but dropped it, and it was pretty well covered back there, too.
Yep.
This Logan Church on the coverage, and I'm not sure he could have covered him much better than that.
Yeah, he was step for step with Crow, and it was in Crow's hands. But
just
again, Logan Church, defensively, nice play.
Perfectly placed pass. And again, they have not thrown the football with much of any success this year. Talking Walker-Hackensack, but I tell you what, Brock has thrown a couple that have been right on the money tonight.
To Crow.
Including that one.
Yeah. And you and Carter, the Carter man, made an appearance last night on our camera shots.
Oh, you did get Carter on there, huh?
So you
well,
guys,
yeah.
you
Well,
gotta go
I
check
love
it.
going to those volleyball games. Yeah,
Yep.
Carter, is in the band, and
Yep.
Emily Christensen just does.
Doesn't she do a nice
she
job
does.
tonight?
She really does. I
Nice
mean,
job tonight.
Yep.
Yep.
I love going and listening to the band, and they get into it.
Great
They
atmosphere.
just a lot of energy. So there'll be a lot of energy in the Breck Gym next week for those volleyball games and for the football games here next week. Again, a very busy week here next week on the Three Borders Sports Network. Wait, Cowboys having a tough time covering that one up. They finally do. That's Isaiah Hill that will cover that punt up for the Cowboys, and they can take a few more snaps here and chalk up win number 4 on the season. So the Cowboys, after a 0-3 start to the season, do all right. They finish 4-1. Their final 5 games of the season, they finish 500. And again, playing their best football of the season now as we head into the playoffs.
And the team they lost to, Raleigh, in that 5-game stretch, the team they lost to was the number 1 seed, Parker's Prairie, 22-15.
Yeah, one-score game. Who since has lost 2 games,
Correct.
too. So it looks like the Cowboys going the right way and Parker's Prairie not going the right way. So, yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting section playoff. Cowboys defending Section 6A champs, and I think I got to like their chances here heading into the playoffs. Here's Hill, and he'll be dropped for a loss.
Don't think the Wolves will stop the clock. I think they're just going to let it go here. So they used one timeout already, haven't they? I think.
Yeah, I believe they have. Yeah, they have.
Early in the third.
Yeah, they'll let her run. They got to feel good too. Everybody got out of here healthy. They'll have to head to Parker's Prairie, Walker-Hackensack. That matchup's pretty much that's pretty much set. I think that's pretty safe. There's no question that they'll be going to the number 1 seed, Parker's Prairie, on Tuesday.
Good.
And
fake.
here's Riley Kappas. Riley breaks through an arm tackle. Riley's still on his feet. Riley inside the 30. And Riley is going to take it to the house.
How about
Riley
that?
Kappas, a Cowboy touchdown, and the Cowboys lead at 34-0.
A 60-yard run by the freshman, Raleigh. How about that? Nice
put
run.
a smile on Capper's face, huh?
Yep. 60-yard run there on that keeper. Just turn the corner and broke a couple tackles, Raleigh, and away he went. Good call.
Yeah, broke through an arm tackle. He's running hard. He's a nice looking runner. Nice to get him in games like this too.
Under the
get
lights.
the confidence
Yep.
up. Yeah, Riley, 5'10", 175-pound freshman. Yeah, and that's 175 pounds soaking wet.
Like I said, it'll
But
be interesting to see the rest of the
scamper
season.
pretty good, can he?
Yep, he made the good run there.
All right, they'll go for 2 here.
This time Kappas is split out. Yeah.
And that, not a direct snap. That's number 19.
Is it?
I don't have a 19.
I don't have a 19, or is it 18? Was it Charlie Krejci?
Is it Charlie?
So it looks like 19, but is it up tucked underneath his shoulder pads? I can't tell.
Yeah,
is there a flag too?
Yep.
There's a flag. Is it 18 or 19? We
It's
don't
a 19.
have a 19.
No question, it's a 19. But
It is 19. I don't have a 19. Tavio, you got a 19? No, he doesn't have it either. So we don't know who 19 is, folks. If you got it, send me a text, 701-640-2619. We'll let you know who it is if you guys know who 19 is, but he's not on the roster.
All right, so the Cowboys will try it again. This time from the 7-yard line.
Same formation.
And the Cowboys this time will get to the corner, and that is a touchdown.
Or no, 2-point. 2-point.
Or excuse me, the 2-point conversion is good. Yeah, the unidentified number 19. We'll try to get you the name of number 19. We have seen Charlie in 18, haven't we?
Yeah, we have been in. Yeah, he has been in.
All right, minute 35 to play. Cowboys score again. A 60-yard touchdown run by Riley Kappas. 36-0 Cowboys on the Three Borders Sports Network.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
All right, all Cowboys tonight here from Cowboy Field. The Cowboys went to Wadena Deer Creek, won 45-0. And now the final regular season game, 36-0 here with a minute 35 to play. So the Cowboys have outscored their opponent. Wait, that's 81 if my math Breckenridge math is correct. Now, I wouldn't want to use Julie's Lidgewood math on this, but I feel pretty confident on my Breckenridge math.
Okay.
They've outscored their opponents 81-zip
I'm getting
here the last 2 weeks.
conflicting reports here. I'm told that it was Lopez on that, and his number is normally 5, Jackson Lopez, but I also got a text message saying it's Kai McDonald. I'm not sure about that.
I have official word from Mom. It is Jackson Lopez.
It is Jackson Lopez.
From Jackson's
Our
mom.
producer, Brian Watson, just always on the ball, B-Dub.
Thanks, B-Dub.
B-Dub, how do you do it, man?
I'm trying my best over here.
I'll double your paycheck.
I'm
okay?
just trying to stay warm.
I'll double your paycheck.
Yeah. I'll give you a raise.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 1st and 10 Wolves here as we wind her down, coming up on a minute to play in the final regular season game of the year. Just a fantastic time of the year, isn't it, with playoffs looming and the Cowboys playing pretty good football. There's Armitage again. Gabe Armitage having a game for himself tonight, huh?
Yes, he did. And
it was Brovold on the carry.
Number 75, Thomas Couts coming out of the line of scrimmage. You see Cooper Roberts out there at the outside linebacker. Also out there for the Well, number 72 is out there, so that's Kai McDonald. So if Kai McDonald's wearing 72, he's out there.
Mm-hmm. This may be the final play of the game, 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to stop the clock unless there's a penalty.
Or an incomplete pass. Second man through. Not much there.
There's Kai McDonald on the tackle.
It's Brovold again on the carry, and that they don't have to snap it again.
Nope.
They are going to hustle back to the huddle, though, and they're going to try to get another play off here. 15 seconds to play.
Avery Smith also in for the Cowboys on the defensive line.
All right, final snap of the game. Samuel Pfeiffer in at quarterback for the Wolves, and he will turn and give to the second man through. Brovold on the left side, and he will be brought down, and the clock will run to zeros, and the Cowboys will improve to 4-4 on the season, and the Wolves will drop to 1-7 with the playoffs starting next Tuesday here in Minnesota. All right, that'll do it from Cowboy Field. Stick around. Our post-game report is coming up next. Your final on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge wins it 36-zip on the Three Borders Sports Network.
At Smith Motors in Wapaton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941. A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wapaton, talk to Rick Steckler.
All right, Cowboys improved to 500. First time they've been at 500 this year.
4 out of the last 5, Raleigh, just like we talked about.
3 in a row for the Cowboys. 36-0 your final here. Cowboys win their regular season finale against Walker-Hackensack. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley now drops to 1-7. Cowboys got her going early, and not a whole lot of action in the first quarter. Cowboys did take the lead, though, on their first possession of the game.
32-yard drive. Bailey Evans on a 13-yard run, and the kick failed on a bad snap there, but the Cowboys led 6-0. Then right after that, in the second quarter with 9:26, Mark, a beautiful pass from Bailey Evans to David Erlinson, a 45-yard touchdown pass, and the Elephant Run made it 14-0, and that was after a fake punt fail by the Wolves there. So a big turnover on the fake punt results in a Cowboys touchdown.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys really came on. They really dominated the really dominated the second half. I just thought there was a lot more energy and a lot more push up front on both sides of the football for the Cowboys.
So in the third quarter, a 55-yard drive, just as you mentioned, Raleigh, a little more push here. They came out at the 8:59 mark, so just after a 3-minute, 1-second drive, like you said it during the game there, Paul Armitage on a 1-yard touchdown run. They gave it off to Paul quite a bit there in that drive.
He was the workhorse.
And did well there. Also in the third quarter at the 2:13 mark, Raleigh, one of your favorite players, lost an Oliphant on a 1-yard touchdown run, and that run failed for the 2-point conversion. Made the score 28-0. Then in the fourth quarter, Riley Kappas broke it open for a 60-yard touchdown run. A nice, beautiful run. You made a great call on that one, Raleigh. Riley Kappas, the freshman for the Cowboys, gets a 60-yard touchdown run. And then number 19, we figured out was Jackson Lopez. He comes in and runs about a 12-yard 2-point conversion. So it was after a penalty, they marked it back to about the 12-yard line, and he ran it in for the 2-point conversion. So Jackson Lopez with that 2-point conversion made your final score 36-0.
Yeah, nice team win. Everybody got involved in that win tonight, and the Cowboys look ready, don't they?
Yeah,
they look like brand new season will start next Tuesday. And again, we're not even going to. If I had to
I would agree with you.
I think it'll be Lake Park Audubon, but I mean things can change, and I'm not going to try to say I know anything about this QRF stuff and how this stuff works. But I mean, looking right now, it looks like the Cowboys get Lake Park Audubon. It's possible it could be Brandon Evansville. It's possible it could be Pine River Bacchus. It'll be one of those three teams, and we know it'll be here at Cowboy Field. And we'll probably know tomorrow.
Yeah,
volleyball sounds. You said you talked to or Margaret sent you a text, and Cowgirls won't know until Saturday who
because they are all in a tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
I forget where the tournament is, Margaret. I'm sorry, but they're in a tournament tomorrow, so that might have some effect on the seedings tomorrow for the volleyball.
Okay,
squads.
so we won't know the seedings for volleyball until Saturday.
Saturday.
So Cowboy football Wednesday, Cowgirl volleyball next.
Cowboy football on Tuesday.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think Cowboys Tuesday, Cowgirls Wednesday, I believe.
Correct.
Right?
And that's at 7. The volleyball starts at 7. There's no junior varsity, so it'll be one volleyball game, and in that will be the varsity.
All right. We ask that you please visit our website for scheduling information, threebordersportsnetwork.com. If you'd like information on sponsorships, you can also visit our website at threebordersportsnetwork.com.
I had a quick text here, Raleigh. I got to give you a name. Here's a name you're going to recognize from your old radio days. Shelley Williamson said hi. And
Shelley, that's Wahpeton. She's a Wahpeton gal.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. And I used to work with her out at Wilrich, Vaterstad right now. And I used to work with Shelley out there, and she was watching from home tonight. Usually she sits right over here outside the press box, and tonight she's sitting at home in the warmth of her living room watching on
Shelley,
Three Border
great
Sports.
to hear from you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
All those watching on Three Border Sports Network and on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Anything else you got here, Joe?
And just everybody else that sent in text messages. We appreciate your comments. We don't read them on the air as much, but we sure appreciate everybody sending those nice words to Brian and I and Raleigh and Julie and everybody here at Three Borders.
All right. Nice job, Joe. We'll be back on Tuesday. It's fun. Fun time of the year.
Well, I think Kevin will be back for you.
Yeah, but you'll be here too. We'll have the whole crew here
We'll try.
on Tuesday. Or do you still have farm work?
Oh, I got farming, man.
You do, huh?
We'll see what happens.
All
with the
right.
good weather.
Well, we look forward to this. It's a great time of the year. It's a brand new season. It's a brand new season starting next week, man. And the Cowboys look ready.
No coaches show.
No coaches show on Wednesday.
Nope.
Brian and Joe will be back, though, the following week, the Giant coaches show, correct?
I think so. I'd have to look at my schedule. But
all right.
Tournament
BW,
season,
you have
man.
anything you want to add here tonight? All right, that's going to do it. All right.
Yep.
Cowboys win
Wrap her up.
36-0. They improved to 4-4. Playoffs start next Tuesday, and we will be here. That'll do it from Cowboy Field for Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Camden Kelson, the whole crew here at the Three Border Sports Network. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, everybody.